Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Hey everybody, welcome to Hotel Room Service, DNR edition, where 1/3 of us are in a hotel and the other 2 are role-playing as the doormen. I'm Slidewhistle, doorman number 2.
Hello, it is your boy Immunization from a hotel in Virginia. Sorry, I'm also trying to quickly fix my Discord settings, and I'm not sure why Audacity isn't muting. We'll figure this out as we go, though.
Well, I'm here to help. It's me, Doorman 1, if I counted correctly. Aaron, Fireman Extraordinaire Horde Punching Bag, and Official Doorman. We've received your order of one $70 steak. It's the size of a $15 one.
Yeah, as you can tell by the Chrissy microphone, the non-doorman is currently in, where are you, Virginia?
Yeah, I just said Virginia, by the way, but also I don't know how to mute this microphone because I just sat down and I have to leave in 20 minutes, so I'll only be here for this first half minutes and the audio is probably going to be fucked up, so good luck, everybody.
Welcome to the heavy breathing section of the show.
Just do it, what's his name? Forgot his name. Chocolate Rain Guy.
Tay-Zonday.
Just move your mouth away from the microphone when you're not talking. That's it. No one else is in there to make noise, so...
The problem is, it's a Corsair headset, so I guess I will just be flipping it up when I'm not talking awkwardly, so there might be whipping sounds, too. Who knows?
A baby born will die before the sin
Oh, whip your hair back and forth.
Speaking of whipping, Blizzard whipped my hand when I tried to... Well, okay, so here's the thing. You brought to our attention in our Discord, which you can get to by going to donotrelent.com with all of our links, that they soft announced the official special edition for midnight, but then they removed it. But then it must still be accessible because when I logged in, I saw 17 guys hanging around with that big weird mount that you can get.
Big weird mount that you can get. Wait.
It is like a worm.
The one that you have, Slide, that
wings.
changes colors. Yeah. There's the night version and the day version, or I don't know if that's what determines it, but the gold and the light and the void one, and then the one that's both.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that came with the what's that version called? Epic Edition? Is that the last one? I think these names are ridiculous.
Is that not Collector's Edition?
Well,
is that a different thing?
Yeah, that's different because you can have that now. Because you can't buy the Collector's yet. But normally what they end up doing is the Collector's Edition will include the previous edition.
So it was the Collector's Edition that was announced and then removed. But these individuals have the Epic Edition or whatnot.
Yeah. Because I think the only different things in there were, not the only things, were the physical Dark Heart, which is pretty sick. When I bought the BFA box, I did get this cool Horde Alliance medallion on both sides, and they can display it. And the medallion is pretty hefty, so I have high hopes for the Dark Heart not just being cheapo plastic, but you know how these things go.
They keep making these big physical disc items, and I'm saying, when are we going to get the WoW token? As previously discussed, I want to hold it. I want to roll it around in my hand. We very clearly have an in with the Heavy Disc Makers Association. Let's get going, Blizz.
I feel like the technology is there. Slidewhistle has a Defense of the Ancients 2 Aegis, similar vibes. We'll see how this Dark Heart it feels to hold, because that's the main thing. It's I feel like it'd be very sexy to hold a WoW token. So come on, Blizzard. I don't think Ian is currently in these vents here, but he's probably in Slidewhistle's vents right now.
What if there's a button on the back of the Dark Heart that you can press, and it's the sound of somebody beating and knocking, and it's ethereal homeboy. Let me out. What's his name? Fucking God, I forgot his name.
Locust Walker?
Locust Walker. Sorry, he died and I forgot he existed.
I thought you were going to say it would be Demencius, because Demencius is trapped in there. I guess we don't... I just assume Locust Walker got done.
Also, Slidewhistle...
He just doesn't exist.
Slidewhistle also forgot who Locust Walker's name when he was alive still, too, so don't use that as an excuse. Come on now.
Well, I want to know his real name. We never got his real name, or did the short story give us his real name? Why don't they get that? Lucas Walker.
So let's see, what else is in this bundle here? A level 80 boost, it looks like. I'm literally just going off of this image. So 2010 Ds, a month of WoW time. What is this Hourglass and 3? Does that mean you get access to the game 3 days early?
Yeah, so the pile of things that you're looking at are things that I do believe are already in the Epic Edition. So it's like the 3-day start, it's the housing early. These are weird that they're using these icons like hourglasses to show that. I'm assuming there'll be text when they actually release it, but it is very funny just to be like, what the fuck are these things? But on the left side, we have the World of Warcraft Midnight art book. It has a lot of pages. The Dark Heart, and it took me a while to figure out this was a pin. At least I think it's a pin of. Wait,
Yeah,
who's
it's
the
a
other person in this?
Zalatath pin, it looks like there. That looks kind of sick.
Wait, but who's the other person in front? Am I crazy? Who is that?
Oh,
Wait, who is
there
that?
is someone
Wait a
in
minute.
front here. Okay, actually,
I don't know where this thing
I
is,
think
so
that
I'm just
it's-
going based on
It's in our
vibes.
Discord. Look at our
yeah,
Discord.
it's in general channel, like 4 posts up.
Wow, that looks like it's a pick. And it should have gone in picks and memes.
I think it might be like Illyria's son, maybe.
Pics and memes are for unrelated World of Warcraft things until I deem it not to be.
Also, yes, that is Eritor. Very interesting that I guess this is his time, it is his expansion. Very interesting he makes the physical merch.
I think is this a reason why they pulled it? Is this supposed to be a bad Eritor? Am I tripping? Because they wouldn't put them together.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's supposed to be the duality. It's Zalatath represents the void that will be the aggressors, and he represents because he's the only one of our little crew that we follow here who actually lives in Quel'Thalas.
I feel like if they wanted to make it like a duality of it, it would like the entire pin wouldn't be like void purple. Like I would maybe think it'd be like a gold base and like Zalatath would be purple, or they could make it a split one. Like the tech is there for these items to be both gold and void, because like if you just look directly to the right, you have like the Dark Heart here, which has both. But I don't know. I think we're probably thinking too much about this, but
It's a crunchy picture too, so I can't tell what he's doing with his hands. And it doesn't help that because it's crunchy. Zalatath's shoulder blades almost look like he has a devil's horn coming out of his head. So it's really getting skewed through this bad filter.
I think it's a combination of Zalatath, but then also his questionable haircut that we've talked about.
They said, you gotta get the box braids in there. You gotta get the rows. That's the reason, is you can't see it in this pin. And Ian said, bring it back. We need to know he's got that Chet Hanks flavor.
It is High Elf Summer. High Elf Summer, everyone.
Because wouldn't that be fucking sick if Zalatath just full on corrupted Eritor into the void, showed him images of, here's your mommy and daddy dying, join me and become my champion and they won't die. And he's like, okay, I'll save my mommy and daddy.
God, Illyria would be deeply upset. It said, you killed my dad, 2.0. You corrupted my son. I know you're fucking my husband. He comes home with purple lipstick on his mechanical collar. Come on. What won't you take from me, woman?
His dick looks like it was dipped in purple Kool-Aid. He's like, what's that? Nothing. How's the hotel Wi-Fi treating you over there?
Well, it's been questionable. Honestly, it was good enough for me to raid this week, and it only disconnected me during mid-fight once, I think. Only once did I fully drop and cause a raid wipe because we've been progging on Salad Bar and it's been awful.
Someone said as much last night. I believe it was Slidewhistle, but it has been a while since we've had that fight where it's just you show up, you get your ass kicked. Then next week you said, I'm ready for round 2, baby. You get your ass kicked even more. We got it kicked less effectively this time, but yeah, and so we're looking down the barrel of round 3 come next week.
But at least next week I will be on a computer that isn't 10 years old and on not Wi-Fi, just like hardwired at home. So that will help because it was so bad. So I was late to raid on Tuesday. I was able to get back to the hotel room after break time, and by that point you guys were already on Salad Bar. So my raid experience this week was literally only wiping on Heroic Salad Bar, which is very discouraging. Also because okay, so I feel like I've talked about this rating on this laptop in the past, but like it's so crunchy because as I said, it's 10 years old. I have everything on like the lowest graphics possible. Internet is questionable. So like the graphics are like just a hint of what is happening. It's like either very solid lines or like, is this a mechanic? I don't know. When we got to phase 3, I was just unable to like dodge the giant like spiky circle rings that pop up because it just made like my computer graphics chug so much that like I was like, well, I have no idea. And then like it made it even worse because like if I somehow survive that, then we have the part where we have to like target the giant like flail orbs with our lines to make them explode. And the one or two times that I was targeted with that, I could not tell where I was aiming because it was chugging so much, and I definitely couldn't aim properly. I had no idea if I missed or not, but like luckily it was not just me and this hotel's Wi-Fi and this computer struggling with this. I feel like this is definitely the mechanic of this raid that like our raid team is just going to have rep after rep and have everyone have their turn with it like several times before we're able to like have this on lock.
And it's such a give a mouse a cookie mechanic. So there's no better way to explain it, but the way that we're doing it is like, okay, shoot it. And then you'll get people like, I shot at it. Well, no, it moves. You need to lead it. You need to be ahead of it. And then the next go around, that same person will be like, I'm standing ahead of it. No, you need to move with it. It's like, it's both a very taxing mechanic late in the fight and also has a lot of nuance. So
yeah, and then like
it's going to take a lot of work.
And then we have our raiders discussing whether or not these lines are hit scan or not, or projectile. I'm like, y'all, like just hit the orbs. Here I am like talking as if like I was actually physically even able to try to hit the orbs.
Yeah, I do think that there's a couple things going on too. Like you already kind of said it, how like we just need everyone to cycle through and get it consistently, but we need to make it that far, and then once we do, somebody blows it immediately, so we don't get to have round 2. But it is kind of hard. It is kind of hard, and you know what? We have switched where we have our positioning too many times by this point. Like I know we have to refine it, but we haven't had 2 weeks in a row where we do the same thing consistently with the same people. We either were a mega group when we first tried to do it, or we had the things closer and then they got farther, and then now you're in a hotel. We don't have Ash on Thursdays. Like there's just so many factors going on that are going into it.
Is that my son screaming in the background?
Oh, can you hear him? He just ate. He's doing his Taco Bell. I'm full.
Yeah, I could hear it. That's funny. But yeah, I hope it's like one of those things where just next week, because like I feel like on these fights, all these like on our like walls and raid, we like struggle like a week, 2, 3, and then all of a sudden the next week we just like cleanly do it on the first pull. I hope that next week is like that. We cleanly kill it on our first attempt next week on the first pull. Like I don't know.
But then we enter the Minotaur's Labyrinth. If we beat him, then we get to go to Dimensius, which is good. That's forward progress, but we won't be beating him. And then after that, they gave us a handy little skip right to Salad Bar. Salad Bar goes from being the hurdle to then being the first step of the journey.
It's almost one of those things where I feel like we should just not take the skip, just because I feel like our raiders always need a little bit of confidence going into the harder bosses.
Yeah, and it's so easy to get them. The first one's down. I think Salad Bar is gonna become our Fate Scribe, our Kel'Thuzad, where we get back up to him, and then it takes us forever each time we get there.
It will not be a simple, just skip past this guy and then go to Dimensius. It's like, no, night 1 is Salad Bar, and then maybe 2 hours in, we squeak out a win, and then just throw whatever's left at Dimensius, waiting for Groups 1's AOTC announcement.
I remember like our raid group hated Fate Scribe so much that like I think on someone's alt they had a lockout that was just ahead of him or like had him killed already, so that we would just never have to worry about ever facing him.
It was like Lynn's Warrior or something. He had 2 tank classes, and the other one was just like it's always stuck at what's his name, Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah, so we would use it to get there, and then we would like kick him and take his lockout. That's gonna be us with Salad Bar.
I also think there is. I mean, and we shouldn't be missing the first orb in the first place, but it is bad if you shoot a line through 2 balls at the same time. Lynn said, "Nuh-uh," when I brought that up, but I guess it is bad. It does more damage, like a big burst. So I think we just need, honestly, more gear would be great for more stamina on people, because even when we hit all 3 orbs, people were still dying. Like, they were exploding on impact. And I'm like, are we using defensives for this, guys? Or are you just kind of freeballing it?
Yeah, it's to the point where I feel like the people who have the lines to try to shoot through the orbs need to use defensives when they are being shot through to try to hit the orbs. And honestly, I think everyone should just be using all their defensives during that, because like I do feel like once we successfully have our 2 rounds of like shooting down the 3 orbs, then I think we win the fight, because like we've had good DPS and we've gotten him down low. I think if we can just get to the point where we make it to the next round of orbs with like everyone intact, he's just dead.
Yeah, he was 10% at our best pull. So if we had like I think if we have everybody on a regular day, I think he'll just kind of fall over. So I'm hoping for that 1-hit KO. If we can get to him we will get to him on Tuesday. So that'd be sick. He's just screaming back there.
Is he running on the wheel right now?
Yeah, he is running on the big wheel. He wants someone to go look at him and run next to him.
So Khadgar's screams in the back were so consistent and such a tune. I thought someone had like a little like Middle Eastern ringtone. Because I know Immune was talking about having issues muting his microphone, so I thought his ringtone was like, and I was like, 1, why doesn't he mute the mic when his phone's going off? 2, why is that his ringtone? Why does he have a little Aladdin tune?
Now I think I need one.
This is the wheel pickup?
No, I don't. I don't hear the wheel. I was hearing him scream though.
Yeah, basically every time he eats food, he does this. He basically just announces he's full and walks around the house and just does random things because he's happy he got his food. Oh, you done? He's looking at the washing machine now. He's almost done.
But yeah, raid was interesting this week for a lot of reasons. I'm excited to be back home tomorrow. Honestly, Aaron, you'll probably beat me to my home tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh boy, yeah, that's fun. You'll get right off the plane. I'll say, "Ha ha! Welcome back, freshman." I'll give you a swirly.
No, not a swirly.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Okay, so I noticed nobody was using defensives, right? On when all the lines went out or whatever. So I was putting down darkness, but then you know what happens is then we have to dodge the ring orb thingies, like the lines, and when darkness is down, you can't see where the safe space is because it just makes the whole ground purple and black. It covers it up.
Do you have an add-on that makes you say something when darkness is a thing?
No, Ahoy does though. Whenever
okay,
a
I was about
darkness
to
is
say
down.
yeah, because someone has that thing where
it's like, get into the darkness, everyone. Submit to the
it's
darkness.
Like, darkness here. Yeah, darkness here. Go stand in it. And I was like, it's always like, are you typing that? Stop typing. Like we're fighting.
How about you
but that
stop
makes sense.
typing, start tanking, start shooting these orbs?
Well, because I didn't know if it was Slide, because Slide routinely talks about the fact that like mid-fight, I'll see him sounding off in /1. And I was like, how'd you manage to get a full sentence down when we were fighting like Elemental Tauren Man?
I need to get whatever he has, and I need to get the most like emo middle school like XX darkness is down, cutting myself, something like that. Some kind of good darkness quote.
The add-ons remind me, Does your whole system still explode whenever you like do I-beam or whatever? Wasn't that a thing back in
Oh my
Legion? Was
god,
when you
like
did
whenever
your big cooldown?
yeah, whenever he did Metamorphosis, he had like that one meme song play. I forget what song it was.
It's like, I am my scars, and like your entire keyboard would like start vibrating on the desk.
I forgot I did that because and it made it like was a it like my whole keyboard turned purple. Was that what it did? I forgot.
It like flashed with like pulse like purple, and then it was like, what was that song? It was the song from Space Jam, wasn't it? Would play?
As in like the Space Jam theme?
No.
Like come on and jam?
It was the version with Charles Barkley's head on a little anime girl. I don't remember.
Oh yes. But the lyrics were Space Jam. Yes. I'm well versed in meme culture. I know it well.
You know, we are just 3 memeologists here on this podcast.
That's got to be somewhere. I gotta rehook that shit back up. I forgot about that.
Bring back the pedal too.
I mean, the pedal's still around. I don't know what I would pedal though. I don't really have a like pedal button. Yeah, backflip maybe. Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Hitting the nuts, and then you just go slam. You slam your foot down as you just back. Is there a use? Do you find backflip useful? I guess I should ask you both. Because Immune, you have a backflip of sorts with your disengage. Do you find that you're actively using these?
Oh, I use disengage like all the time. Like instead of moving most of the time. So like, you know, like in Salad Bar, like when the knockback circle happens, like in end of phase 1 or 2, or like early-ish in the fight. The giant circle appears in the middle. Instead of just like moving out, I just disengage. I do lazy shit like that all the time. But then like for hunters too, there's a talent that makes it so like once you disengage, then like you get a speed boost afterwards too. So it's like double the movement cooldown. So basically, yes, I disengage all the time.
My backflip is also 75% of the time it's a damage increase. So yeah, it is. But sometimes it's not. But I use it anyway, which is actually damage decrease. We actually used it. Was it on Arikara when I learned I could backflip and not get sucked in? And then you were like, yeah, I do that with disengage all the time. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, or like technically with my priest on Arikara, I could, if I do it at the exact proper time, life grip somebody and then prevent them from being sucked in as well. But yeah, you can do it with disengage. Oh, also in Arikara, that reminds me, disengage also removes you from roots. So like that's a good way to like get out of that too. Or like the one when like you're stuck there and the slimes are trying to feast upon you.
I've often tried to get out of roots. I don't know if you've seen it. Makes us the bad guys. Makes a man feel real guilty. He sees it a couple times. He says, I gotta get out of here.
Wait, does it not work or it works too good?
It works too good. I feel guilty, and I properly feel guilty whenever I watch Roots, but sometimes a man's just trying to have a Wednesday afternoon. I know my place. I'm not trying to submit to white guilt at this specific moment. And so I hit my button. I hit my disengage button and run away to get out of Roots.
Anything for Kunta.
Well, unfortunately, y'all, I have to use my disengage button right now. They want to meet in the lobby in 3 minutes to go to fucking dinner, so I have to go do that.
Where are you going? Going to Dave &
wait.
Buster's?
We're gonna go eat some pizza or something, which like, I'm not even really that hungry, but like, I don't know, work functions and you listeners, you probably understand.
Are they paying?
They are. So first off, it's free, so like that's
well,
nice.
Fuck yeah! Say, get your pizza.
Tell them that your IBS is acting up and you got to finish recording some other podcast.
Yeah, I'll just tell them that. You know, I actually have a podcast to record.
They
guys.
pay me to squirt they pay me to squirt ass on the podcast. I gotta make my money.
They would never ask me to go to anything ever again.
But, you guys wait 30 minutes, please.
Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Okay, what's your sign off? That's your sign off? That's all you're gonna do?
Well,
give us a topic to talk about.
Okay, let me think here. Something WoW related or otherwise. Okay, what World of Warcraft zone would you consider akin to the state of Virginia or whatever you guys know or don't know about it? Go. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. We ain't talking about that shit now that he left. Fuck that.
Fuck him.
Fuck that.
Fuck him. Rowdy Rude Boys take over now, just blaring the DX theme in the background. now we get to live.
Two
the
words.
The Bumble Boys have returned. Since
Suck it.
like 2019, I think, or 2018. Who knows the last time the Bumble Boys been in charge?
I did type into ChatGPT, what World of Warcraft zone is Aiken to Virginia? And I asked it to not
Ew.
use water. I said, don't use water for this. Don't use water. And it said it wouldn't use water for this, so we're okay, guys.
I wouldn't use water. I thought you meant like a water zone, but it's like, no, pull from some energy source that we have an overabundance of.
Okay, ChatGPT says, Virginia's got a mix of rolling mountains, blue ridge Appalachians, dense coastal lowlands, and historic colonial vibes. In World of Warcraft terms, no single zone captures all of that, but if you get close, its number one pick was, drumroll please everybody, Elwyn Forest. It's probably the strongest parallel. It's lush, green, temperate, with farmland and small towns. So there you go, guys.
And there's a lot of bandits walking around that are trying to they're trying to mug me.
I'm gonna be honest. I forget about Virginia. Like, okay, Richmond, Virginia. Yes, I couldn't.
It's for lovers.
Okay, for lovers.
What are you, a hater?
I don't know if I'm a hater. What does West Virginia think about Virginia? Do they hate that they're just like, okay, because like technically in naming terms, isn't West Virginia kind of just a worst Virginia, or do they not think that?
You mean, do Virginians not like West ones?
No, I mean, are West Virginians jealous
this.
that they're not just Virginia? They're West Virginia.
No, I can't speak out of turn. I mean, I spend a lot of time there, but I can't say I've asked them. You know what? While I'm thinking, I will ask my wife here what she thinks of Virginia. A lot of times they just kind of, the split that happened in the Civil War, that was kind of their one disagreement. They have since culturally kind of just come back in line with things.
Yeah, because famously West Virginia was the last to join and the first to leave. That's their thing, right? The Confederacy, right? Was it the Confederacy? The first.
I thought they were the good ones.
I thought they were the last to join and the first to leave. Maybe that's somebody else. I'm pretty sure that's West Virginia, though.
Yes, they were the good ones. West Virginia exists because that vague area said that we don't want to do Confederacy. We want to do United States. So they're the good ones. It's those damn liars in Virginia. They're the Confederates.
Oh, they were the last to join and the first to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! See, this whole time I thought that was West Virginia. So I've been maligning the wrong people.
West Virginia's the good ones. However, when you go to their state capital, they do have a big statue of Stonewall Jackson, famed liar, lame-o, and Confederate general. But they said, he's from here. There's not a lot of people from here. It's him and Jennifer Gardner. We got to get what we can get.
What a crazy time that must have been. Like, when the states were just like, we're leaving. Wait, the last to leave wasn't even... The last to join? Maybe this quote's all fucked up. Maybe someone's been telling me the wrong shit. Hey, have you done Brewfest yet?
Yes, I actually have, and there's new things.
There are, but wait a minute. Should we have Growlina show up in a Union outfit, the little hat and a little suit?
She does have that little hat. She's got a lot of blue because she's a mage. Growlina, tell us about Brewfest and, I guess, Civil War history.
Oh, way down south in the land of traitors, rattlesnakes and alligators. Right away, come away, right away, come away. Where cotton's king and men are chattels, Union boys will win the...
I'll drink to that!
Well, howdy, y'all. Growlina here at my Mecca, the Brewfest grounds here in Iron Forge. Now, nothing really going on this year, just another...
You there! Get over here!
Wait, what's going on?
It's cooking time!
Okay, well, what do you mean?
You're going to...
Thin one, you're going to be in charge of pretzel.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never made a
making
pretzel. I don't know how to make a
Here's
pretzel.
what you do.
What?
Warm water.
I don't want to mess it. Shit. Slow down. Slow down. I'm not retaining any of this. Fuck, now you want soup too?
It's gotta
Oh,
feel
shit.
good in my
Oh,
mouth.
fuck, man.
Man,
Okay, gotta mix the...
I want
It's coming. It's coming,
Not
okay? I'm
like
getting the
food.
pretzel. I'm
You
getting...
like it
Ugh,
small
I just
chowder.
eat them. I don't make them.
Have you
What
ever
do you mean,
heard of
make
small chowder
beer? Doesn't that take, like,
bake? I
months?
used to love to make
Oh,
that
shit.
calorie.
Oh, fuck, man.
That happened.
Oh.
I'm also gonna order beef beer.
I gotta go. This is too scary.
I
I
don't
gotta
like
go.
it too thick.
Oh, get on back to the show.
You know, not like a poultry, it's like raw.
Here's looking at me, bomb!
Oh, that Growlina. She's the first one to show up at Brewfest. And she's the last one to leave because they pick her up and they throw her out like DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Okay, so the last to leave, the last to join the Confederacy was North Carolina. Who the hell? I swear to God, it was one of the Virginians who joined last. Also, get this: South Carolina succeeded December 20th, 1860. Mississippi was second, almost a full. Oh, that wasn't a year later. Okay, never mind. That was January 9th, 1861. Never mind, guys. It was pretty close.
It was, the goof was going to be that there was one state that's like, we're the Confederacy! And for a year, everyone's like,
Yeah.
yep, you are, buddy.
But no, not true, not true. But yes, Brewfest. I have been on the ball with Brewfest. I've only missed one day, and tokens are a breeze to collect with a hotfix that they introduced.
Ooh, I didn't even know, because everything is still very, very expensive. So I was like, that's... Although, they made the dailies that you do not annoying, which I am very, very appreciative of. You would think that I love all of Brewfest because it's Growlina's favorite holiday. The marketing thing where you go up the hill can rest in piss.
Or even catching Wapeltingers kind of fucking sucks.
I haven't caught Wapeltinger since 2016. It doesn't get you coins.
Yeah, I hate that. Because, like, it should, because everything should give you fucking coins. I guess when this version of Brewfest launched, the Brewfest prize tokens were not warbound. Now they are warbound, which makes it super easy to collect shit now.
Holy shit. Yeah, you do that introductory quest line and you get like 300 of them. Wow!
So what I've been doing is I have been taking my alt army, all of them. I'm talking from the top to the bludgeon guiding on this. And I ran every single one of my 14 main people through. And when they all go through to Corin Dire Brew, you get obviously like the 10 to 17 tokens or whatever. But they each get the quest to get 40 tokens just for turning it in to Brewfest. So when I'm at work, I'm just running Brewfest and taking my dudes down to collect their 40 coins in cash. I drop the Warbound bank and I put it all in there. 2 days of doing this, I already have like 900 Brewfest tokens. So it's looking pretty good.
Ooh, and there's quite a number of items to buy this year. They've added 2 Scotsman sets, at least a belt, shoulders, and a little hat. There's a gray one and there's a green one. And then there's an entire, so the Trading Post had a red dwarf set. Now you can get it in Gamer Black.
Hell yeah, it's the Dark Iron set. So I'm like, I gotta get that shit. The kilt, the fucking kilt and the hat and the Scotsman. It reminds me of the Rugrats Scots babies for some reason. That's my brain immediately goes. But yeah, it's just expensive. I was like, God damn, to get the whole set for like the Dark Iron set, like I need what, like 1,000 tokens or something?
If not even more, yeah. It's because you're considering shoes, pants, belt, gloves,
Oh yeah,
shoulders, hat, back. It's like 7, and then each thing is 200 to 300. So, ugh. And then there's random things because I ran the other new piece of content, the restaurant simulator that happens every day.
What is that called?
I don't know, and I don't know when it happens. I talked to Greta Braithwaite, and she's like, "What a great day to own a restaurant." And then one time I logged in, and she's like, "The restaurant is happening now." And it is a soup event where you're either making pretzels and things, you're gathering ingredients for it, or you're serving people. Do not serve people. There's too many people at this event. You'll talk to a night elf and they'll say, "I want a pretzel." And then you'll go and grab a pretzel, and by the time you come back, someone already got a pretzel to him.
Oh, wow. That sucks. Why would they do it that way?
There's so few customers compared to the multitudes of people that are there. Just make a pretzel, or I guess kill a Wappletinger for oats.
Yeah, I didn't know this event was the thing because I saw there was new cosmetics and I was like, okay, well, Core Diary Brew hasn't given me shit. Where's the new fucking cosmetics? And then when I was doing my Grita's restaurant restauranteering, before because by the way, it's every hour. It's when this happens. Every hour on the hour. I asked people in the area. But I finished my get this thing to make me a pretzel and get the thing to make me a soup or intro shit. And then the last option, it was now talk to Greta and receive your orders. And I'm like, okay. I talked to Greta and she was like, "Hello, how are you?" And I'm like, "Where are the orders?" Because I didn't know this event was happening yet. It's a little weird that it has her hanging out there just waiting for no reason. But then I showed up one time and it was 9:07 and I phase in because I just loaded in to WoW, and all of a sudden there's this fucking what's the monster? What are you even facing?
I don't know because it was so stacked was this event on Wednesday yesterday that I was making a pretzel, and then Greta's like, "He's here! It's the bungler! He's come to steal your beer and pretzels!" And I was like, "Bet, let me fight it." And as I wheeled around and put my little chef's toque away, he was dead. And then people ate the body, it was a Smiling Friends episode. So I didn't even see what we were supposed to kill. I just got my 3 boxes, and she's like, "That's the event. It's over. See ya."
Yeah, it's some big guy, but I had no clue what it was. I guess this replaces the Hosen event, which I kind of forgot existed. Right, the Hosen are just we're drunk, we want Uker beers.
Yeah, this event has really suffered with woke policies telling us who we can and can't beat up. Yeah, because it used to be Dark Irons, and then they said, "Oh, no, that's us now." And then I think it was just Dark Irons. It's these ones are rebel rousers, beat them up. But then there's we shouldn't beat up people in the drunk tank. And then, yeah, it was monkeys. But I think it was monkeys are, they're people too. So now we finally get to beat up the bungler. It's this big mass of flesh is nasty enough that we can all beat it up and we don't need to feel bad, okay?
Well, okay, I found it. It's Kegor the Fermented, and he is indeed a big Hosen. I didn't even recognize it.
Oh, no! They said, okay, this one will beat up. They as a people, they're okay. They're going through something. This guy's a bastard.
That's so funny that... just a big ass monkey. No one could tell. He looks so fucking ugly. And then there's a new stand, right? They added, right? This isn't from last year. The new Void Elf stand, or was this in last year?
No. Void Elf and
Void Wine.
Void Elf and Coltierans. They've been in there for a couple years.
Oh, there's a Coltieran stand? I didn't even realize that.
There is, yes. It was. So they were not added in BFA, but they were added in Dragonflight. So it's been 2 years since they showed up. And Cubby Bub was asking, because we're going to be doing our yearly tradition of making Brewfest foods, and she said, "Is there anything new?" And I said, "No, because the dragons haven't shown up for some reason. They eat things, they should, and the earthen don't eat." So I said, it's a bad time for new culinary experiences.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why wasn't there an earthen tent? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense, but they do make drinks still, right? For us, they serve us drinks in the inn. They can serve some rocks, some blended rocks for people.
Yeah, I would have accepted just some joke items. It's just we smashed all these rocks and put them in water, and it's when you drink it, you take 10% health damage. Come on, let them in.
Here's a gem that looks like a beer.
They could even show up at either event since they're race traders.
Shit, this is true. I forgot. What do you think the Horde one looks like? Wait, have we gone to the Horde one before? Have we seen?
I never
Wait,
have, no.
We should do that. We should take Gum Gums and
Karen
Ironbane to the Horde version. Because we've only played the music, and we're like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, I'm playing it right now under us talking. You can hear them screeching, and it's terrible. Sonically, I'm like, I never wanted to be there.
I'm having to check right now, but that's not good audio.
Speaking of good audio, Cubby Bub, West Virginia resident of 20 plus years,
Ooh, yes.
has weighed in. I asked, do you have any opinions of Virginia proper? And she just said, Confederates, lol.
Oh, okay, wait. When did Virginia join the Confederacy? Virginia was number 8 on the list. May 23rd, 1861. Because, like, I think the Civil War is probably one of my biggest history blind spots. I know a lot of history, but that's just one of the ones where I always was in school was like, boring. Of course we beat them nasty Southern boys. Now I'm like, oh, maybe I should know exactly what happened because
I was about to say Civil War II's showing up soon here, or at least the rumblings of it will never leave our life.
What the hell is going on, guys? Why can't we all just hold hands and sing a song across the entire earth in unity? Because one side's fucking crazy. You know who it is.
Because one side's all about stealing away rights. That's right, guy on YouTube. I know you're still there.
Yeah.
When I tell people to leave, they never do.
It's those damn crazy liberals. Oh, I got you.
Oh, shit. It's like it's punked. Oh, we got you.
Ashton Kutcher comes out. Dude, I so got you, dude. What is Ashton doing these days? Wasn't there a scandal? This is basically After Dark.
So yeah. Ashton and wife Mila Kunis, they put out a letter saying that their rapist Scientologist friend Hyde was a good guy, and then they had to go on video and be like, okay, maybe Hyde wasn't. Or no, they didn't even apologize. They were just like, we wanted to support a friend. That was it. He's our friend first and a rapist second.
That's it. Yep, I totally forgot. Also, by the way, the second capital of the Confederacy is in Richmond, Virginia. Wait. We gotta have him go.
I'm pretty sure Virginia played a big, like, it's not just like for being the 8th one to join. I'm pretty sure they were like number 1 in Confederate pride. If you're from Virginia, you don't like me saying these things. Throw a rock through my window with $5 attached, please.
Yes. So the reason they chose Virginia as the interim capital was because they were like, it'll encourage the people who border us to join because they'll see how strong Virginia is. Because Ohio was like, nuh-uh, we ain't doing that. Wow, sorry guys, we're learning on the air.
Going there and seeing Confederate flags, which the world's stupid, so you see them in every state, even Michigan that never even pretended to be part of the Confederacy. But going there and seeing Confederate flags is so upsetting to me because it's like, your state literally exists to defy this notion. Ugh.
Oh, Jefferson Davis. What a guy. What a man.
Jefferson Davis? That was a good guy, wasn't that? And then I got my names mixed up, and I tried to argue it for a long, embarrassingly long time. I should have looked at my phone. I don't even want to release the audio because I just feel really stupid. Anyways, getting back.
You're thinking of George Jefferson. He was moving on up to the east side to the deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on.
I'm just gonna accept that I was not thinking of George Jefferson, but I'll fall on the sword and just say yes. I was thinking of famed. All in the Family character, George Jefferson.
I love George Jefferson. I think he is probably one of the funniest TV characters I have. Just the way he moves his little body and yells at people. He's such a He's a modern day Fred Sanford. If the modern day was 1973.
I was just going to say, I knew that you were a big Sanford and his progeny fan. Who stacks up?
Lamar?
Yes. Who stacks up, Sanford and his son or George?
Oh, man. Had they ever been in the same room? Surely they had to do something special where they were arguing with each other. Or was Red dead by then?
Oh, that's all it is they bump into each other in the market and like they spill their oranges. It's like, you big dummy, you backed up into me.
No, I'm not gonna hear that. You were walking around with your nose in the clouds.
We're just like being old guys at each other for 30 minutes and then just the credits roll.
God, I would love that. That'd be so fucking... They would get into it. Okay, George was born 38. Red was born 22. They aren't that far apart. They had to have done something together. I'm probably going to have to give it to George. I think I just like how George moves his head when he goes, but you big dummy. Okay, anyway, let's talk about some more back to World of Warcraft. We don't have Immune to reel us in. Famous reeler Immune.
What can you expect from the Bumble Boys? We're back, baby. One night only. Unless you listen to this again.
Have you gotten your Ecodome thing yet? Your Ecodome bird?
Yes, I have got my Ecodome bird because I was very on it during the preliminary period. So the moment they introduced it, it was there for me. It was available.
I think I'm just missing one thingy at max, but I haven't done it. I haven't done it in a minute.
It has to be tough because now I think part of it was like doing all the specific quests for each animal. And now that they're all there, now that they're not feeding it to you piecemeal, yeah, you'll show up and it's like, well, there's 2 bee quests, but there's 4 bird quests and 2 fox ones. So yeah, someone coming into it now that they've all been revealed, that would be a little bit tough. It was easy for me because like when I rolled up, I did all the bee quests because week 1, that's all we had.
I think actually it, if you do it on multiple characters, you can speed it up because I was doing it on 2. So I was doing it on my Demon Hunter and on my Shaman, and they both increased the progress. So I think you could do it in a day if you just did the mindless dailies on like a couple characters, maybe. But I mean, it'd be a while.
It also, the blow was lessened. The appeal was lessened because, and I don't know if they were pretending like this was a fancy mount, but I got a purple one for, it's like something mundane the first week. Like, it didn't even feel like it was a random drop. It was just like, you did Tazavesh quests in the city 3 times in a row. Here's a purple Karok. So when this brown one showed up, I was like, oh, I'm getting a less special version of this bird I've had for weeks.
Well, isn't the color cooler, maybe?
Brown versus purple? Purple's cool. That's why they made a whole expansion about it. Midnight.
Eritor's purple now.
According to that pin, she's going to make him purple. She's going to suck all his colors out like it's Paper Mario Color Splash.
I'm really stuck on this. I think normally I don't think Blizzard would have been so take that down. I think that pin is the reason they were yelling take it down. Sometimes when you're playing the game of Forum Mafia, when you're the Mafia, things look so much worse to you when your partner does something stupid, and I kind of feel like that's what happened here. They're like, take it down. Everyone's going to know that it's Eritor's bad now. But I haven't seen a single person say this.
Didn't they provide the image, I would have thought? Or are these boxes being shipped out to these retailers, and then who even made the original post?
No, so PC Gamer made the original post, and then Wowhead cribbed PC Gamer's post, but both posts were deleted. PC Gamer deleted the article, and Wowhead completely scrubbed the article. Normally, they'll say something like, oh, an article we posted was taken down. They didn't even mention it. They just removed it, which gives me the feeling that it's a bigger deal than it was supposed to be. I think they overcorrected, and now we know their secrets. Eritor's bad. You heard it here first.
Bad boy box braids.
That's why he has. She gave him the haircut. Zalatath gave him the haircut.
Oh shit! Illyria's in the pre-patch is about to be like, I can't wait to get back to my son and his sensible Caesar cut. And then he'll show up and he'll be like, Ma, what's going on, Guan? And she's like, when did you get Chet Hanksed? And then he'll be like, do you like what I've done to your son's head?
Oh no.
His undercut.
Oh, that lie would be diabolical. You like what I've done to your son's
No.
head.
No, you monster. What, are you lining it up with a... lining it up with a razor? I'm going to put stars in his undercut. Oh!
He's just like, come on, Mom, you never respect my new girlfriends. Come on, man.
I thought this was Quelthalos, not Kissimmee, Florida. I once went to a Cuban barbershop in Kissimmee because it was the closest
Yes,
barbershop to me. And I go there, and it's a bunch of like styling hip barber guys. And I remember they cut my hair, and they did a very good job. But then the guy's like, don't worry, I'm going to line you up. And I was so afraid, so I looked at him. I swear I was with it. I was 22 years old. I looked at him and I said, you're not going to put designs in it, are you? He said, no, just straight lines. I said, okay.
You should have asked
I gotta...
to shave the Alliance emblem in the side of your head.
Here's a picture. Can you do it home, brother? Of course, man. I've got the quickest blades in all of Kissimmee. And you know what I did then? I got a fresh haircut, and then I went and I bought Mass Effect Andromeda. And I played it for 5 hours that night and went, this is ass! This is why I'm depressed in Florida.
Shit pickle, shit pickle, shit pickle.
Go buy his new book, Gnome Cave.
He has a book? Wait, is it a children's book?
Yeah, I don't know. The cover looks real bad. And based on excerpts I read from a movie-making nerd, James is a wonderful guy. He's like my uncle. I cheer him on and any endeavor he does. Are they good? No, probably they're not. But it's just like, James, you went out there, you used AI to make the cover of this book, and you published it. Good for you, little buddy.
Okay, now, if anyone is... I don't even know if anyone... I think you guys are nerds. You guys know who the Angry Video Game Nerd is. But if you don't, then, well, you won't care about the next, 5 minutes. I found a review about Gnome Cave from somebody. It's a long review, but here's a quick summary. Gnome Cave is about 4 adults in their 40s, but it is written at a middle grade reading level, and I have no idea who the target audience of this book is supposed to be. To give you an example, you have excerpts like, come to think of it, I think I remember hearing that some kid died once, said Bruce. I don't think that was related, scoffed Kate. Well, they had no choice but to make a separate path, all because the dragon was too scary, explained Dante. Nothing here could be that scary, shivered Adam. Oof. Too scary for you guys, taunted Bruce. I'm not afraid, declared Dante. Let's go.
He's just going through the Thorith of the word talk. Come on, James.
Said, scoffed, explained, shivered, taunted, declared. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of this. You can't do that.
James is just, like I said, it's like your uncle. He's not as good once as he once was, but he was good once as he ever was.
Okay, I'm so
in the
sorry.
words of Tobias Keith.
I have to read another quote. I want everybody to close your eyes, and I want you to use your, if you're driving, stop. Don't do it. Don't do it. Or walking. Use your imagination to recreate the image in your head that I'm going to describe to you. Here we go. Double doors split the darkness wide open to reveal a colorful fantasy world. It was like Dorothy entering a twisted version of Munchkin Land. There were gnomes carrying vegetables into a cauldron, as others stirred the concoction with a stick. Hidden rods made fairies circle endlessly around a tree bearing a dopey human face. A unicorn nodded its head up and down, and mermaids sat by a pool. The whole thing was a mutated vomit pile of cliched imagination.
Hell yeah, that's the James I like to know. This cave was a big piss load of fuck dick.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected, more of that. Not, I mean, it's still kind of bad, but
I don't like. I think he doesn't like making that his brand when he's James and he's not like the AVGN. I don't know if I really want to hang out with James Rolfe. I hate to say.
Hey, you never know. All right, well, now we can do top toot, bottom boot, medium moot, and just shoot the shit for however long we have left. Immune, you can go first.
His top toot is a nice dinner at Ruby Tuesdays. he's gonna get him a big old meatloaf at Ruby Tuesdays.
I think his suit is having the pizza farts. He's gonna be tooting all day after it.
He's gonna be blowing up that plane.
He's gonna fly back using the power of flatulence.
Unfortunately, he saw through our goofs and giggles. So here's Immune's top toot, bottom boot, medium moot in his own words.
Just wanted to hop back in and say that my TTBBMM for the week is a bottom boot, and it is very obviously that I was like away, not on my computer, and raiding on Salad Bar for 1.5 nights straight, and it was just so unideal. Like there were times when like my screen would just freeze and like just straight up go black, and I would see nothing besides all of the damage numbers like going out. So it was just like a bunch of yellow numbers all over my screen. So like I couldn't figure out where I needed to go, and then I just died. So yeah, definitely a bottom boot there.
Cow a fucking piece of dog shit.
We should, when he comes back, we should like start punching him immediately. just
the moment he comes in, just start beating the fuck out of him. Don't take off his coat. Don't even let him get off the stairs.
What's your top toot, bottom boot, medium moot?
Well, I hate to say, I have a medium moot.
Medium moot.
My medium moot was that it was great that in Raid I received the fancy Void Knife. I don't remember its official name, but it is a knife that is hero track that has a special ability that when I hit people, they explode into shards of glass that hurt them.
Oh, you got Roots Chris's steakhouse knife. It's called the Chris knife, but we can call it the Roots Chris.
Yes, I went to my local Roots Chris right next to the convention center near BlizzCon, and I picked up one of their steak knives and said, ha, ha, gah, gah. But on the blade, the Ruth Chris worker said, this goes great if you had the trinket that
Void
you complained
trinket.
that the void form trinket that you complained about 4 weeks ago. And I said, I got that. It's in my back pocket, or it's in my bag. I think I may have sold this thing because I didn't think it was useful. Which it's still deeply arcane coded. But now I have the knife that is distinctly part of the set with this thing, and I don't have the stone anymore.
Well, this would normally be a tale of dread and horror, but luckily I sent you the link to the restoration site where you can restore your items once per month.
Does that work?
Yep, I use it all the time.
Okay, I didn't know if it was just like I sold it for money.
No, yeah.
They're like, okay, dummy, you don't get it back.
If you sold it for money, they just take that money out of your bank. So, but if they get their 50 gold or whatever back. But it does have a like month, maybe a month and a half ish timeline that it holds. So I would get that sooner rather than later.
Hot dog. Well, while I do that, tell me about your TT, your BB, or your MM.
Top 2.
Toot. Also, I just want to say this website lists my characters on Proudmoore in some strange order. We have Wigglestein, Booty ATW, Sergiam. Oh my god, no, it's creation order. Shit,
is that what
Growl
the order is? I've always wondered what this order was.
I think, yeah, because it's Wigglestein first, Booty ATW second, which I know they're 1 and 2, and then Sergiamanos. But yeah, Sergiamanos, I made him with you guys. So it wasn't until Growlina, which is the one I made alone. Wow.
Oh my god, do you know who my first character was?
It was like an orc, right? It was an undead.
It's Thormo.
Thormo. Who's this?
A level 1 dwarf hunter with no face. I must have hit the create button just to see what would happen. And then I said, nah, get out of here, Thormo. But it says Achilles was 3rd. That can't be true.
Maybe it's not up to snuff. I don't know. Maybe mine lined up, but maybe that's not the thing.
If you look at it like my paladin was first on Proudmoore. Oh, this is on Proudmoore. This is on Proudmoore specifically. And my hunter used to be a different. He was He was a Worgen, wasn't he?
No, that is accurate because homozygous.
He's
was, like,
homozygous.
old.
He's homozygous. Yeah. And
Yeah, he's like old as fuck.
Wow.
Homozygous was the guy that I met first when I started playing WoW.
I didn't realize this is so cool that the item restoration does that. Because, yeah, my mage's next. I was like, dude, Terrastorm can't be that old, but he literally is in Swords of Stormwind. So he is that old. Wow, this is crazy. This is my top 2. My top 2 is that your item restoration will show you when you created a character in order, so you can put all the theories to rest. It was going to be the loot that I got. I got a lot of loot in Raid for once, because I was rolling on shit, and I was winning. I got the boots with the fur.
Also, just to confirm, this is Diamantine Void Core, right?
Yeah, Void Core. What's that? Was yours normal or heroic?
I don't even know.
Does it say,
doesn't say
anything on it?
Nah. I know I vendored it for 92 gold, which, fuck, that's a lot of gold. Shit. Everyone send me your gold. I need to get $92 back.
Oh my god, the gambling has gotten crazy in Raid. We're doing 500,000 rolls now, and I'm like, I am so tempted to fuck with that, but
I don't know how you guys do this. It happens twice a week, every single week for years. People are doing, like, yeah, the 500k roll, and, like, the same people are winning and losing all the time. It's like, I know a lot of people have alts and they really play this game, but it's like, how deep in the hole are some of you?
I think a lot of it is we're just kind of trading this money back and forth. But I will say, I did buy a WoW token this week, specifically to maybe do the 500k roll. And when the roll came around, I was like, I'm not ready. I'd
like to wallow in my money for a bit, please.
Yeah, let me hang on to it for a bit. Maybe I can invest it and get more money. And then I did the roll after to see what I would have gotten. And I would have won. I would have won like fucking 300k. But, that's the way the gold crumbles.
Speaking of crumbling, I absolutely crumble to my knees. Oh, in swooning for our patrons. They probably all love that. Their names include Ahoy Vince, Azarin, Digital Dave, asking Growlina to say, for the Horde. Miskit the Orchidee Orc. Mitch wants to remind everyone that Rathion isn't daddy, he's a literal child. Crucifix, Alternator, Chris M, Saracen Hawk. Justin, give me back my PhD Arcane. Remy.
Every time I hear Chiodos, I get a full boner. And I wanted to hop off the bike before I poked you in the back.
Cake Buncher, Baba Booey McGee, Sugar Bear.
Time is money, friend.
Dr. Foster, Grumpy Old Shaman. Jerome, Ali, Adorno. Losing the Patient. Gershom.
Literally, Roblox is too hard. Roblox is too...
Duff, the Horde Pooper Cooper. Calcus. Cilantro. Alexei. Vanderlyle.
Have a nice day.
And Will, a.k.a. Tire. Trade Chat's fallen father.
You can join those patrons at our new jingle. Patreon.com/do not relent. Ding ding. Yeah, you can hear us talk about roller coasters, part 1. There might be a part 2, theme parks editions. I think we have a lot of ground to cover in the theme park universe that we're currently in. You can hear about me puking on some rides and almost getting waterboarded on another one. Well, I say almost, but I did. What about you? Where can they find you?
Just little old me. You can find me at The Big Cheesy on Twitter. And you can watch me play Videograms at twitch.tv/AaronDNR. You won't be seeing me much, though, because I have to go to Chicago 2 times in a row. I lied at work in order to make it happen.
Ooh.
I'm the best man at a wedding.
Bum ba da bum ba bum. That's the
I'm not
best man
really,
song.
but
Oh.
if you see my boss, shh, don't say
Oh my
that.
god, that's what you said? That's what you said that you're the best man in the wedding? That's what you told him?
Mm-hmm. This week is the bachelor party. Next week is the wedding. And I said, I gotta say I'm someone important so they can't say no. If I just say I'm attending, then they'll be like, okay, do work on your laptop on the way there.
I'm gonna do immunes. Here's immune section.
Let it be known he recorded this part himself, but I took it out because it's fun to take the piss out of the old boy.
And you can find me in the bathroom pooping my pants.
I had to really make sure. I don't know where this ended up in the edit, but that was minutes after the end of that segment. Just had to really make sure to double back to just stick it to him.
Normally, you know, he hasn't not said something before. Well, he has once, right? But you know, you gotta keep the streak going. This counts. Yeah, donotRelent.com for all the links. Forgot that one. We're done.
What? WTF is Skywall? I mean, really?
You have any last words for the people?
Find me in the bathroom pooping.
Pizza farts. And remember,
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.